Evening, pals. Welcome back to the channel and what is effectively take 2 of Roadsters. Started this yesterday, had a bad time. I've got suspicions that the NTSC version is a bad conversion. I've acquired the PAL one and we're starting from scratch. Welcome in, Dragon Facts. I honestly, mate, I don't just sit here waiting for the time to run up a bit or waiting for people to arrive. I set the stream going, then get drink, go to the toilet, do stuff. So, yeah. And hello, Shadow. How you doing, mate? Hopefully, my suspicions will be correct and we can actually win. This time. Doom Patrol? What's that? Hello, Skin. Counting, you might just be able to drive straight. Who knows? But as per yesterday, it's the Roadster trophy. I'm gonna pick a different character because we went for Ricky because his sound quote was the most half-assed rock and roll man ever. But he was so annoying.
Yeah. Now that's class. Nothing but the best.
I'm gonna go for Mr. Slim. Okay, yeah, I'm not up to speed with the DC. No, wet. Mind Star. Antarabian. I'm gonna have that. Can't upgrade engine turbo. Can't upgrade exhaust. Gearbox. It's wet weather, so let's buy some super wet tires. Big bets. Now it's just, I'm just trying to remember if there's any other controls from yesterday. I think it is just straightforward. Accelerate, brake, go. It might be unfounded confidence, Skin. It'll... We'll find out soon enough. Hello, Snuffkin. Welcome in, mate. Hope you're well.
Get ready.
Right, so the first question is, does the game feel noticeably slower? And I think so. Yeah, and I've literally just driven straight into the lead. Even on Division 3, the races were a stern challenge yesterday. I wonder what was wrong with the NTSC version. Right, the splits were bugged. We've got an actual I don't know who's 9 seconds away, but unless that was a comparison to a lap record. But that's actually a meaningful number now. Well, that's what I was thinking about earlier today, Skin, and I didn't manage to work it out. Because if the game's done off, like you move this amount of distance in a frame, I should scale up with them, you know. But who knows what jank they had going on under the hood. Yeah, the true truth will be Division 2, because that's where I got walled. Yeah, I think that red number is comparing me to the best lap, which had a preset value. It seemed on yesterday's version that preset value was 0 because the gap always matched my actual lap time. Uh-oh. What's it? Yeah, in yesterday's races as well, like even in a straight line, I would very rarely just be able to out-drag them like I did there. We're away. Is it possible to save Scum? Not really, because it just auto-saves every time, so I would have to save state, I think. Because, yeah, just when you finish each race, it's straight in with an overwrite. Now, the only way I could do it normally would be to kind of reset the console before the race ends if it wasn't going well. It actually looks somewhat playable. It feels a lot easier. N64 version, the speech will be slowed down too. We could probably determine what they were saying. Maybe. This lad doesn't seem talky. He wasn't annoying me. Saying that, I got into the lead quite quickly, didn't I? Well, I could have chosen not to make a save. Oh, yeah, I get what you mean, actually. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But we're not going to need that because we're going to just cakewalk it today, obviously. Most of the time, the issue's the other way around. Yeah, Snuffkin, but... I mean, we normally the wisdom is to go to the NTSC version for the better frame rate, isn't it? Hey Yuki, welcome in. Rain likely. Doubt it. I was having a brief look before the stream at game 194 as well. That running high, it only looks like there's 3 tracks on it. But then there was this grid. There didn't seem to be like a campaign mode. There was just this grid where it showed the 3 tracks against the 6 playable characters, implying it expects me to do all 3 tracks 6 times each. No. I probably wouldn't be looking towards CEX for hardware. eBay feels like the play for that sort of thing. No, I should have gone for tyres. No, I shouldn't. Not needed. Well, maybe they are. Oh, punted. Oh. £2 on eBay. Memory cards. Not bad. laps here for the big comeback. And the opponents aren't just wall riding everywhere anymore. They're actually staying on the road. Hey, Bailey. I'm actually struggling to reach top speed, so the tactic of long gears everywhere doesn't seem to apply anymore. Hi, Jaded. Okay. Yeah, the switch to wet tires didn't play off there. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I was poking around on other people's playthroughs of this on YouTube earlier as well. I agree. We were having definitely. I'm sure they were on the PAL versions because they looked to be having a much easier time of it than I am. Right, I'm gonna leave gears on normal this time. Yeah, that's the point. On yesterday's version, we would hit top speed very quickly and just be hitting the limiter for ages, wouldn't we? Amazing how wrong they've got that version. Alright, halfway. I know a bunch of you have voted already, but for anyone who hasn't, this is your reminder. Option 1 is Destruction Derby, Option 2 is Ford Truck Racing, and Option 3 is Looney Tunes Racing. There's channel point buttons for them. Sliding Paul. Yeah, I did look forward, so as we know, this cup is 6 races, Division 2 is 8, Shock Horror Division 1, 10 races. So if I didn't get difficulty walled yesterday, that could have been a one-shot. Super stirred. Did I forget to bet on the last one? Doesn't matter. Maybe I could have used long gears on this one. Actually, that's another difference. Yesterday, like these races, I'm starting in 5th. On yesterday's version, it was always in 8th, and the cars were more spread out. That's more than just a conversion difference. That's an outright change. Yeah, we have hit top speed, but only just. That's annoying. But they completely overshot the corner, crashed heavily, and just bounced in front of me. I'll do it again. That's gonna cost me the win. Every lap that's happening. Unless I block them on the entry here. Go on! Oh, it's another lap. I'll call that a rehearsal. Bit of a bigger gap this time. Oh no. Fuck. Scam. Scammed. Human. No, the scam was that they'd caught up at all when I'd been flat out all the way through that sector before the little bomb bonk. It's not telling me what cars they've got this time. Doesn't matter. Oh, I don't know, Shadow. But yeah, again on yesterday's version, that list of names there was the car names, not the character names. Which means I can't just steal his car this time. Dry. Yeah, tires. Maybe long gears isn't the play.
Ready. Go. Get out.
Right, I need to finish this cup with 2 wins.
Get out.
Prize money. Hooray, lap record. Yeah. Thrilled. absolutely not drop second place. Got the rest of the pack, but this guy seems to be connected. So, some form of band, perhaps made of rubber. Get in there.
Nothing but the best.
Right. It's a lot faster. The AI opponents seem to be unbeatably fast in Division 2. Yeah, it feels like the game was developed in PAL, and when they switched it over to NTSC, they kind of broke it. The reason that would have happened is because the old CRT TVs in Europe were at 50 hertz and NTSC was 60 hertz. So if you didn't account for that when you were converting the game from one region to another, it would cause shenanigans. Well, when people say shit like that, they're only remembering the best examples of the era. That doesn't just apply to games, that applies to music and everything else. Because like when people talk about heavy metal being better back in the day, they are forgetting about, you know, for every Metallica, every Megadeth, there was 10, 20, 50 bands that didn't make it because they weren't good enough. Some of them were good enough and didn't get a break, but most of them would have just been crap. You know. PAL is going better. Dragonfax, yes. Wet drying fast. The average score that I've given has been 4.5 out of 10. But very, very few games have had a 9 or a 10. Been a fair few 8s. It's also worth noting that I am getting harder to please the longer the challenge goes on. Getting a bit less forgiving for what could have been blamed on, you know, the level of technology at the time or whatever. Bug Riders is one of the worst things ever. booted me out of the way. I don't think it did, Grim. It was more high fantasy. But I honestly can't remember what the music was like. Bug Riders is a bit of a fever dream, really. Yeah. Makes sense. It is remarkable just how much bad stuff was released, isn't it? You know, especially when, of this time, it wasn't like you could just shit out your crappy game online and... You know, you had to print it, you had to distribute it. It's wild. You know, Steam is full of bad games, but that's because the barrier to entry is so low. You know, you download Unreal Engine, you nick a load of assets, you mash them together, give it some basic mechanics, and chock it full of achievements so people buy it just to boost up your Steam score. You know, back then, none of that. You had to physically publish the thing and distribute it. Wild. I loved Michael Jackson's Moonwalker when I was young. I thought that was a great game. I haven't played it as an adult though, so you know I might be very wrong. Hi, Slops, how you doing, pal? Get in. I don't think anyone said anything bad about Moonwalker yet. But we haven't seen what Grim thinks of it. Anyway, cup 1 down, 2 to go. I haven't played Rage Racer since I was young. I'm looking forward to that coming up in the challenge, though. We've done the 3 Ridgy boys, but not the Ragey lad. You may now enter Division 2, and enter it I shall. So 8 tracks this time. And we decided yesterday that this was the fastest car. But now that the game's less buggy, we don't necessarily need it. When we were playing the NTSC version, I went for... where is it now? This lad, because it was the most expensive, and I couldn't get any higher than 5th place. And half of the issue was the top speed being low. But when I was checking out other players' VODs today, one guy just smashing out the wins in that car because he was presumably on the PAL version. Anyway, let's go with the victory fantasy. Upgrade, can't upgrade. 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 Yeah, it's a weird little mixture of actually licensed cars and unlicensed cars that are obviously based off the real car. Right, let's go. So the cup is the 6 tracks we've already done, plus 2 more.
Get ready. Go.
Well, the cars are bouncing off the walls again. Cheating bastards.
Get out.
But it's okay when I do it. You're not in the car slots. Way. Oh, piss. checked out a bit here. Yeah, I found the Master System version a lot tougher when I was younger for some reason. Seem to remember his attack had less range because his feet didn't sparkle. Game's still tough. Yes, you behave with Sonic 1. Ah, that's where we see what cars they've got. Linda's in the Arbonne. No, but you're absolutely right that the majority of games are bad. That's why I refuse to do a PS2 racing challenge. Pass. I mean, what I do after the PS1 racing challenge is pretty unimportant right now anyway. It's got at least 2 years of this left, I'd say. Unless I win the lottery and, yeah, just start doing this every day.
Get ready. Go.
I do have GT Legends. Don't care, Shadow. Wouldn't have enough.
Get out of my
Yeah. There's that, Snufkin. There's also that I think in this era, like, you don't see a lot of just companies just doing racing games for the hell of it like you used to. But racing games were easier to make look good than other games because cars are a relatively simple shape. You know, it's why consoles would always have an impressive looking car game in their launch lineup, because it was kind of easy. But also, from a design perspective, like in terms of game design, not in car design or handling design, you know, with racing, the game's kind of already been invented for you. You know, you don't have to come up with the rules of the world, this, that, and the other. It's racing. We already know what racing is. And that's why I'm suffering. Does it? That's one way to make sure the hands stay attached. To have the wheel as part of the hands rather than part of the car. I used to try and play GT Legends on a controller when I was at uni. That went as well as you'd expect. Oh, this game is shite. I think I might just be walled forever on this one. I'm back to struggling. I'm gonna swap this car. I do not like it one bit. Too twitchy. Well, fuck. Let's go and steal that Arbon. Yep, need to start bopping in wins because Linda has both of them, and yeah, we've just swapped cars, so maybe that'll help. Maybe not.
Ready. Go.
PS1 was also a lot cheaper to release on than the N64, so we got a lot more of the shit. Well, the strange thing as well with this one, Bailey, is that the fake named cars are obviously based off real cars. So did they just give up paying because they realised the game was crap and it was probably going to make a loss? I wonder what the process was. I think Lowe's just would give anyone a license in these days. They're desperate for money. I still don't know how I'm meant to win this. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, just eased off the slightest amount there. Just got rammed. So it wasn't just the NTSC thing. It's just I don't know what to do. Well, if you're sarcastic, I will ban you. Because I'm really fucked off right now. I jest. I won't ban you. Yeah, I've pretty much given up now, so if you're going to reference the wall hits, yeah. 'Cause those fuckers are just... yeah. Well, I read a review for the Dreamcast port of this earlier today, and yeah, it got torn a new arsehole. Apparently, they did just pretty much directly port the PS1 version to Dreamcast, and you know, it looks shit on this. Dreamcast was another generation along. Right, I know long gear ratios are the one for this track. Hey, Nab. My old gears is 4% top speed. You know what? I'm hitting top speed less now we've switched to PAL. But if manual gears is plus acceleration as well, that could be the lad.
Get ready. Go. Get out.
See, the game demands that you kind of avoid sliding at all costs, which means you have to slow down for the corners, because sliding sheds a load of momentum. Wall bonks do as well, but then you just get rammed if you try and brake. I don't think I've got overclocking on, but let's check. I might be wrong. I might have turned it on at some point and forgotten. Console. 100%. Yeah. I mean, I obviously do not recommend that any of you try this unless it's the absolute morbid curiosity of, is the game as bad as Paul says, or is Paul just bad at games? Both could be true, though, to be fair. Hi, Andrew. No, it's not. I thought switching to PAL kind of solved my problems, but I've reached Division 2 again and I'm just getting my arse kicked. One of the issues seems to be that the CPU opponents don't get penalized for wall riding like I do.
Get out of my way.
Thank God. Oh, nice, Bailey. I think Navas has been on those achievements as well. I don't know if I think he got the master. PlayStation game Roadsters is difficult due to poor controls that are frustrating and unforgiving, even though the core racing mechanics are simple. Players often find themselves crashing into walls, leading to inconsistent and challenging races. Despite the seemingly easy to grasp nature of the game, this makes the game's difficulty more frustrating than fair. Check. Especially when compared to more polished races available at the time. Check. They did last time I was on that track. I was fuming. The word scammed was thrown. But main Champo rival came second, so 20 points behind. Kind of fucked. I'm getting bored of having to buy single-use tires for every race. No skin. No. Skill issues again. But let's try manual gears. Assuming it's, yeah, it'll be R1, L1, because R2, L2 are look back and change camera. It's, yeah. It just turns into a little bit of admin because they're so negligently priced as well. I can easily afford them every time. There's no real decision to it.
Get out of my way.
Ah, fuck me. Could do with the engine being a bit louder now I'm on manual gears. Maybe to not sound like a hairdryer. Yeah, I'm locked in. I'll have to catch up on comments after. Fuck off sliding. Actual benevolent wall bonk for once. Fuck. Please, please, please. No! Damn it! Linda was in third as well. We needed that swing. Ah. Also could have done with the money for the win. Remember, the manual gears does seem like a speed benefit, but the extra complication when you're chugging around at those speeds is difficult. Where? Another difference between PAL and NTSC. NTSC would remember which camera you had between races. The game feels slower at the start when all the cars are on screen as well. Like, speeds up when you're spread out. Brain's already had enough. Fuck off. put me out the way, it's fine. You know we play some real shit on this channel. So you know when I say a game is bad, it's really fucking bad. And this is awful. I hate this so much. Yeah, I'm actually doing a really good lap here and I'm not catching up. Apart from that. iRacing is safe? It's alright. iRacing's okay. You don't like money. I mean, to be fair, I spent more on my controller for iRacing than I have on iRacing, so... But I can use that for other sims as well. Right, if Linda finishes 7th or 8th in the... Oh no, it's only 2 races left. Nah, ship has sailed. We cannot win this cup. But we gotta finish it. Yeah, that's correct, Snuff. It gets you both ways. It's sub-based, and then you pay to license content as well. That game facts will be for the N64 version now. If it's, well, it will be the same one I've seen because there's only one. Yeah, and it is. If you're into it, it is worth it, iRacing. You know, if you're on 3 times a week or more, because they do clearly invest back into the game as well. You know, it's a very different thing from when I first played it 5 and a bit years ago.
Get ready. Go! Get out of my way.
What I'm missing with iRacing now is a goal to work towards. I was reflecting on this on my walk on Sunday, yesterday. Like, when I do get in the seat, I do still enjoy it, but I'm just never really been one to just do something for fun. I kind of need a goal as well. But, you know, even though this game is piss, I've got the overriding goal of getting this stupid challenge done, which I am enjoying the process of largely, even if I don't like the individual games. But yeah, I just don't have a goal with sim racing at the moment. Particular because when I hit my peak I rating, it did feel like that was possibly the ceiling for me of the time I've got to put into it.
Get out of my way.
Man, that was such a little slide and it cost me so much fucking momentum. Fuck off, game. Absolute shite. You know, the level I'm having to perform at and I still can't get into the lead. Absolute insanity.
Get out of my way.
Absolute ass. Yeah, I feel like a fun target for me in iRacing would be to get a win in each type of race on there. each class, you know. But I'm just not good enough to reliably win to have that be a reasonable goal. Yeah, I'm really trying. You know what? Let's just start the next league. No bet. Not really noticeable. Well, not all cars get an engine or turbo upgrade, so this car doesn't have them. The exhaust is meant to be 5%, but it's so cheap I've never not bought it. Then you got the suspension and gearbox, which rather than being an upgrade, it unlocks the ability to go soft, medium, hard for your suspension or short, medium, long on your gears. And then the tires is just buying a 10% grip upgrade, but it's one use, so you've got to go through the fucking menu every time to spend your 600 credits. Right, I am going to try something bold. Because it feels weird how fast the game is. Now, Bailey mentioned earlier about the clock speed, which we've only got set to 100%. We're not doing anything funny there. But I'm going to put on safe mode, which disables everything enhancey. To make sure there's no shenanigans. Weather dry, forecast stormy. Right, what car? So that's the best top speed, but a bit leery. And it tends to be the one that wins. Whereas if I buy that one, this is the one that wins. Now, it's a bit grippier, but less top speed. Everything else is shit. Fuck it, we'll try this again. Yeah, to repeat what I've just said, can't upgrade the engine on this, can't upgrade the turbo, can't upgrade the exhaust. It costs $3,000, so you fucking do it. I buy that, I'm saving my $2,500 on the suspension because I'm not even sure what I'm meant to do with that. I guess what it affects is where the limit is for where it starts sliding. Okay, bye. But do you want it soft on the... I don't know. Let's try it. Now, one of the VODs I was checking today for this, I had a little laugh because the person playing had renamed his character as Cunt. Classic.
Get ready. Go. Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
Wow. I really miss my upscaling. It's so blocky. Yeah, I don't think manual gears is bringing much to the party. God, if they could stop bouncing back into my path when they inevitably slide into the walls, that would be swell. Yeah, I think that boost for using manual gears might be an N64 thing as well. I'm not seeing it.
Get out of my way.
Oh, that is... Those lightning flashes are very distracting.
Get out of my way.
Oh, man. And it would have just been what they did for Dreamcast, wouldn't it? Just shat it out. Absolute thieving bastards.
Get out of my way.
fuck off. Right, I've just remembered it won't let me restart the Champo, will it? There's the entry fee. That was not a good time for a paddy. Bloody autosave and I needed to hit reset. Now, Billy's the rival this time, is he? Yeah, back to auto transmission. I've had enough of that. I really need to start banging in loads of wins. You want to see if it's as bad as I say. Division 3 is quite easy. One or two of the races might trip you up. Then I get into Division 2 and I just get walled.
Get ready.
The N64 version is apparently less shit. Win is a win. I think there's only 2 playthroughs I've seen of PS1. I'm gonna have to start bringing in save states, I think. It's been a while. Driver's not a racing game. It's as much as a racing game as 007 Racing is. But at least 007 Racing had the word racing in it. Driver is a driving missions game. Motherfucker. Oh yeah, that last mission on Driver was absolute nails. Took me loads of goes as well. It was one of those when I finally beat it, it's like, right, not playing that again. Fuck off, game! You slow for the corner because you have to, and then you just get punted. Absolute fucking dog shit. Early on, it was looking like I could win this, and now I'm barely going to get points. Again, just run off. And again, punt to pass every fucking time. I might bin this game. I just can't be dealing with it. Why is it? I just can't believe that someone would release this. Yeah, that's good enough. Ship it. No, I'm not coming. If I put this in the bin, I'm not coming back. No way. Wrong tires. What suspension would you want for snow? It'd be soft, wouldn't it? Yeah. And then medium for other. Or maybe the tarmac dirt mix ones that we get. Get fucked. Fucking bastard. Oh! How is this so overtuned? Absolutely driving my arse off. And they still don't get out of my way. Yeah, thanks, game. Unbelievable. Titus, I'm glad you went out of business. I think we've established that my enhancements weren't to blame for the insane pace. Fuck me. Anyone want to guess what score I'm going to give this one? Oh, good luck, Navis. You're going to need it. You're a silly goose skin. Silly boy. So depressing. Fuck, wrong one. Onto the super studs. Even if I made a huge comeback in this Champo now, I don't think I can afford to enter Division 1. If I need to grind money, I'd do Division 3 again, defo. A lot more reliable income.
Get ready. Go.
Yeah, I like being able to see. I think the closest thing to a key to the game I can think of is just get into the lead early and trying to defend it. That's easier said than done. When they get pace in places you don't have pace. Okay, yeah, the blocking system wouldn't work, I think. You can just... This track is just a lot more winnable. And it's because they'll go sliding on corners I can go flat out on. And then they'll just wall ride and catch back up. This one tends to be where they slide. Just get a nice line and go through flat. Money! Money, money. Okay, there's a bit more balance in the Champo this time. It's less obviously one person running away with it. Right, head down. Might be able to do this. Area 51. I've already got some tires. Super slick. Hard suspension, please. Yeah, let's go long ratios. It's car MOT day tomorrow for me. Wish me luck. My car's hitting the age now where it's starting to need work, so it could be an expensive day. Jeez, that is such hard work. Fucking hell. It's like I was setting best laps almost every lap, and the fucker just won't leave me alone. But we're away. 2 wins. Come on. Now for it all to go wrong. I bloody hope so, Nab. Bloody hope so. Eight points off. Raina and Billy are the main 2. It's always a way. But yeah, it seems like everything needs to be perfect. So that means extra tires, hard suspension. Let's go long again on the gears. And that is just to have a chance. Yeah, 3 wins will guarantee Champo progression. But that's far easier said than done. Punted. Wanker. Damn it. It's all gone wrong. Maybe standard gears was the play. to have checked out a little. I need to get him in sight. There we go. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I wonder if it's just Division 2 that's so overtuned.
Even a genius can have bad days.
Oh, was Billy the main champo right? No, it was Rayner. It was Rayner and Ricky. This is still on. Come on. No, it was Billy, it wasn't Ricky. But Rayner was the champo leader going into that, so we are 8 points behind. If I win the last two races and Billy is second, we will tie. There becomes a question, does this game do player privilege? What do we think with suspension? Should it still be hard suspension even though it's wet? I'm going to go normal ratios now. Of course, the annoying thing is, if I do somehow steal a champo win, I won't have enough money to start Division 1 anyway. But we can just run through Division 3 again. It'll be fine.
Get ready. Go!
gears was the play. That's annoying. Moves. No. Just dropping like a stone, but yeah, wall bonk works there. And there. No, fuck it. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that should have been a long gears track. Ah, that is a big lost opportunity because Billy in 5th, but Rayner's won, so it's gone. It's gone. Really hoping the PAL version was the key to this, but no. Yeah, 11 points off. Can't be done. I'm gonna scout the final track. But we've got enough money for another run at least, and I think it might be time to bring out the save state buttons. Because it's bullshit. Ah, bugger. Need to do my TV license as well.
Get ready.
Probably just set up a direct debit for that. Not have to worry about it again. Alright, I think this is a long gears track as well. I've still got 2 weeks. I've just had the reminder email today. Oops. All I watch is Taskmaster and Gladiators. I don't really get great value for money from it. getting unsolicited contact on my bottom. Disgusting. Too little, too late.
Nothing but the dead.
But yeah, it was gone. Got some money. 5 points off. Ah, that's frustrating. Right, I am going to take a break. I'll be 3 minutes, and then I'm going to have another go. God help me. Be right back. Okay. I have reminded myself of what my save state buttons are. F5 save, F1 load. And And I've done one. Let's go. We'll stick the victory. Here we go. The run. Yeah, tonight is the night when we beat Division 2. I mean, if this is this hard, I dread to think how Division 1 is going to be.
Get ready. Go. Get out.
You know, on the weekend, I finally started playing that Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core remake that they did. Is it a remake or a remaster? Anyway, it's not that good. I mean, the combat's fun enough. It's just... yeah, it's a bit meh. Like, most of the game is just doing arbitrary missions where some enemies are kind of hidden on a map that gets reused a bunch of times, and yeah.
Get out.
I think just generally though, from the narrative perspective, I just didn't actually want that universe to be expanded, you know? Didn't need it. Yeah, I appreciate that, Skin. I appreciate that. You know, there are things in it which are clearly the way they are because it was a PSP game. I accept that.
Get out.
Yeah, it's a lot of missions, isn't it? I've taken to just sorting the missions by unbeaten and just ticking them off from this, just finding the ones with the lowest star rating and just working through them that way. Ah, keep forgetting. Let's slow down more for that one.
Get out.
No, this is my first time playing in Crisis Core. Never had a PSP, so... I did have Dirge of Cerberus on my PS2. I never finished that because, you know, it wasn't very good. I kind of feel like there's a win that went missing there, but second is okay. I also bought the new Lumines game. I probably pronounced that wrong, but it's from the Tetris Effect guys. So it was just, yeah, I'll have that. Gimme. Not played it yet. I will do this week. Lumens Arise. Go. Save slot that one. Next up, Dry, Rocket Base. Once again, a new set of super slick tires going directly to landfill after the race. Damn it, come on.
Get out. Get out.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Get out.
Get out of my way.
Get out of my way.
Better. Not better. Yes. Couldn't use a cheeky cut. You just bogged down too much in that grass. It's like treacle. Can't use it at all. Oh no! So annoying. Clips it slightly and reload. Rubbish. Hey, wagon. Yep. Also shows no signs of being connected with the car. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate this game so much.
Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
Really need this wanker out of the way because the leader's checking out and the person in the lead is also the Champo leader. right. Trying to push for that little bit of extra exit and not got it. Leader looks gone. I just bank second place as much as I don't want to. Especially knowing the implications for the Champo. What? It binned? Wow. I've not seen that before. Oh, I'll fucking take it though. That is a gigantic stroke of luck. Yeah, that's the thing, Skin. Apart from that one example we've just seen, you cannot let the leader get away because 9 times out of 10, it ain't coming back. 99 times out of 100. Okay, 2 down, 6 to go. Tied for the Champo lead. And that's some money. It looks like, though, this is, unlike the last cup, this is a full-on duel between myself and Angelica, so just gotta make sure I nail it every time, I guess. By nail it every time, I mean abuse save states. Super Snow. Soft suspension, normal ratios. Save. Gamble. Yeah, Division 1 can't be tougher than this because there's such little room for me to get good into. Well, I mean, I've at least got to give it a go. You know, it might be easy. It might be that they've screwed up the AI for this level, and Division 1's actually just a streak of piss. We don't know. Does look like this is going into a stream 3 though. Just because it's getting late. There's Angelica. Cut her off. Thank you for the vote, Wagon. If anyone else hasn't voted yet, votes are still open. Option 1 is Destruction Derby. Option 2, Ball Truck Racing. Option 3, Looney Tunes Racing. I'll just aim for a second place on this one. Angelica has flipped off again.
Get out of my way.
I'm getting unlucky with some of the wall hits then. We know the next 2 races after this one are winnable. God, utterly relentless. Oh look, a new lap record, yet I'm still getting absolutely wrecked.
Get out of my way.
They seem to bounce off the wall and get a speed boost from it, the wankers. I don't even want to try reloading this. I can't do any better than this. Take my point and be grateful. Oh well, I won't be grateful. I'm fucking furious. However, this one has to be a win. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a different rival in seconds, so this could be a good point swing. Two more. Okay. Okay. Winner! Angelica in fourth. That's a 7-point recovery. That's great. Super. So we'll be 2 points behind, and the next track should be a winnable one. Yep. And we nearly got enough money. Yeah, it's a long gears one, isn't it?
Get ready. Go.
There's rival charging through. Well, those alien storage facilities don't come cheap, Skip.
Get out of my way.
Bums. Alright, looks like rival hasn't found a way to the front again, so this should be another good point swing. If... Don't fuck it. Oh, that could be her. She is in a green car. I think it's someone else. Not her. Still need the win for the money. Oh, fuck. Ooh, lucky. there's been a change behind. Oh, you motherfucker! Oh my... Ugh.
Even a genius can catch that game.
Scammed. I have to win. I need the money. Don't, like, I got 2 points on Linda. I would have not Linda. Was it Angelica? In fact, yeah. It would have been the Champo lead, but that's no good if I don't get the money. Because otherwise I can't enter Division 1 anyway. Absolute dog shit game.
Get ready. Go.
Get out.
Better. Can't be doing with the rear snapping on the exit. That hairpin, it absolutely ruins your momentum for all of this section. Two laps. No bins, only wins. Oh, fuck, Paul. What are you doing, you absolute William? Got it. Man.
Nothing but the best.
Angelica in second. That's only a 4-point recovery, which will give us a 2-point lead. I know. But I deserve it, damn it. So that's 3 tracks left, and the last one is winnable. Rain line. Oh, we'll just go with the slicks. Go normal gears.
Get ready. Go.
Okay, I did figure out this track last time out, so this could be winnable this time. Here comes the rain, though. Half the race is indoors anyway. I wonder if the game takes note of that. Or if it's just rain is on, slippy up. Oh, you motherfucker. No. This is now just damage limitation. If I can stay ahead of green cars, all the better. The win is gone. That one's okay. The other green car with the blonde girl. We must defend. Oh, they've put the roofs up, the bastards. Is there a button for that? I think that's rival ahead. No, circle his handbrake. It's not a roof button. What do you want handbrake for in this? Sliding just eats time. Man. Okay, so we go 1 point behind in the Champo. I don't think I can do much better on that track in that weather. Unless I went for the tyre change, but that doesn't seem to be the play anymore. Could have just started on wet tyres, I guess, if I knew the rain was coming that soon. Which 9 times out of 10 it is, to be fair. 1 point behind. Wet, wet. I think the roof option is when you're buying it, actually. You can't whip or unequip it once you have the car, as far as I'm aware. D-pad, maybe?
Get ready.
Too fast, this game. There's rival in P3. I'm getting shuffled down the order. taking the rival. I need the win. I need the money. Absolute lunacy, this game. How fast do I need to go? I'm flat out all the way round. And what is the car with the highest top speed, and it's still not enough. So flat out on long gears in the car with the highest top speed. I completely lost my bearings then. I can get a benevolent wall bump around that corner in this one. Okay. Fuck. Alright, I'm not going to drop another save state, but I'm going to move on to the next race. But if it doesn't go well, I can reload to before that one. Have another crack, but... Lost 3 points. I'm 4 points behind. A win, if she finishes second, will tie us. And then it's, do we get the privilege? Absolute rubbish. Yeah, Division 1 is going to go to the next stream. I really need to call a night on this soon. So, last call for your votes. If Haven't already.
Get ready. Go.
Sure, saw Angelica pushing for second place then. And I fucked it. Ah, the roll there. Anything in this? Probably not.
Get out of my way.
There she is in third. Stepped right out there. Where's forward ball? Can't do anything about them. Watch yourself. Over that line.
Nothing but today.
Champion. And she was down in fourth, so it is undisputed. But have I got enough money? Absolute ultra garbage. I gotta do. Oh, I need to go, Nab. Gotta take the car to the garage in the morning. I might do one race just to see, scout it. Ah, we got the money. We may now enter Division 1. It's a save state there. Lost focus. So got Docklands and Titus Park now. What have we got? The Equinox. The Victory KMR. The Mind Star. The Velocima Raptor. Alright, Lambo. Vinguiati VM12. Bugatti. Vinguiati VM8. Exeter Dart. Exeter Dart? No. Flame Mega 12. That'll be a Ferrari, won't it? Ford Indigo. And the Vertige Stallion. The Weissman MF3. There we go, back to the start. Let's spend the money. That's 133. Yeah. Let's try this. Cannot upgrade the engine. Can upgrade the turbo. Exhaust. Everything else. It was a drying track, wasn't it? So let's take the super wets. I don't really need to do gambling anymore because I don't need to pay any more entry fees. Cancel. Ah, man. Yeah, it'd be typical if this is just a cakewalk now. Shh, skin, shush. Oh, that would be fucking shithouse if there was a Platinum League after Division 1. I don't think there will be. The VODs didn't have one.
Get ready.
Oops. Nah, it's same old. Although I do seem to have a bit more of a straight line speed advantage than I did in the previous class. The game's that flaky, I'm probably just imagining it.
Get out of my
Alright, I'm struggling now, I'm on the wrong tyre. go. Oh, I had some super slicks in the... Alright, let's see. The main reason to earn money here would be if I wasn't using save states and, you know, needed to have another go at the league, you know. The entry fee again. I'm missing that 10% extra grip, it feels like. Right, that's a wrap for tonight, lads. We'll restart that cup probably tomorrow, to be honest. Off work. Nothing else fucking do, have I? But dear me, what an absolute toilet of a game. The sooner it's over, the better. Let's see what you've been voting for. So tonight we have had 4 votes for game 1, taking Destruction Derby up to 13. 3 votes for game 2, takes 4 Truck Mania up to 11. And only 1 vote for game 3, so the previous leader has fallen right off. But that's Destruction Derby jumping from last to first in a single go as well. Oh, someone just... No, they haven't. I'm confused. Complete all them. 8 votes. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, thanks loads for hanging out, guys. I do hope you've been enjoying my absolute suffering. Because I'm not. And yeah, I'll be back soon. If you haven't followed yet, please consider doing so. If you want to join the Discord, keep up outside of the streams, that link is in chat now. Enjoy your week, guys. See you soon.